what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Happy Friday! Anybody? Anybody? A little bit better. A little bit better. It's funner when we have all of us participating in our Happy Friday chants. I guess not really a chant, more of a group scream, if you will. Either way, welcome to the Friday edition of your show. I am your host, Gary, still very overweight and very upset about it. And this is still, as far as we know, the only show out there originating from Saskatoon, 4 to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday, rain or shine all the time, we go live. And that's what makes this incredible, incredible show so good, because anything can happen at any time. And today's another great example of that, as we got a special guest who may or may not be making his way in here in the next little bit to say hello and talk about some upcoming really fun, exciting stuff. And, you know, the fact that we're the only ones doing this in this beautiful city of ours, it makes you stand out. We say it all the time, do things differently and people notice. Don't just throw yourself out there into the wind and hope somebody notices you because you're doing what everyone else is doing. It doesn't work, trust me. We figured out a lot here on our journey as we continue to chase dreams in this incredible studio of ours. And one of the biggest things that I can tell you, 100% scientific fact, if you want to stand out, you better be doing something no one else is doing. So thank you for allowing us to continue to do this and be the voice of this incredible city of ours. We also have a camera world-renowned, so famous, in fact, it's won 5 awards. Gold medals, if you will. Not sure where they came from, but they're there. And the proof is about to come up, because this is the 5-time. I don't know, I'm getting a little sick of the Booker T 5-time intro. We might have to switch it up. We have to find a different gimmick for saying 5 things in a row like that. Either way, it's the award-winning Maggie Cam! Oh, now she's hiding behind her awards. Look at that. She's like, come at me, bro. I got these. You know, flexing. There it is. See, LB always on. He is on the ones and twos today. Ah, look at her go. Man, just a beautiful, majestic feed. Yeah, we had a real extreme close-up yesterday, and it was one of the cutest things. So I love when LB takes control of the Maggie Cam here and really, really digs in. The Maggie Cam for our incredible friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. That store, man, that store believed in us all the way back when we were at the old place. They had our back. They said, we love what you're doing. And once we left the old place, started the new place, I said, hey, I told you, no matter what, I'd be coming back to you because I love you guys so much. And they said, well, let's work together with this incredible Maggie Cam. That's how we found this. That's how we founded this. And that's why we get to appreciate it each and every weekday when we kick off this show. Leroy is a male dog. Him and Marge met at the puppy greeting convention here in town a couple years ago. And they fell in love instantly. So now, while Maggie's greeting everyone here at the studio, the beautiful Dufferin Avenue Media Network studios inside the Sautner Concrete Services Clubhouse, Leroy greets you when you walk through those doors at Pet Planet on 8th Street. And he walks you up to the till. There you'll meet either Mike or Rochelle, and your day will keep getting better. 2 of the kindest, most incredible human beings on earth. They walk you through your shopping experience. If you're looking for treats, they got them all. And I'm talking treats everywhere in big, giant buckets. It's wild. Marge, when she thinks no one's looking while we're in there, she'll sneak one out. And then I'll catch her and grab it, and then they're so kind. They said, don't worry, she can have one. That's the type of people we're dealing with over here, okay? If you're into the buckle up collars and leashes, brand new, all the rage right now. They got all your favorite movie and TV characters and shows involved on all of those collars and leashes, and they buckle up just like a seatbelt. They're so incredibly cool. They got those for you. They got all the pooper scoopers you need. They got all the toys everywhere in there. They got all the outfits. They have some incredible outfit options for your animals. They're super cute, as well as all the health stuff that you need. They got the raw food fridges in the back, right beside the greatest cleaning station in the history of the universe, okay? And it is puppy dirty season. as you know, we're going to be doing a video, another adventure with Maggie, as she's going to be making her way into that beautiful spa that they have in the back at Pet Planet on Easter. They also have the normal foods and so much more. And they're open after hours and on weekends as well for you, thanks to Kirsten and Chris. So much waiting for you over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. You know, last time we had it this close, I was trying to do voiceovers of what Maggie would be thinking about. I forgot to turn that into a promo. It's pretty funny. Basically, she thinks about the CFL a lot and the riders and food. I don't know if that's just an extension of me or not, because I feel like I don't know if I think like that. I'm just trying to put myself in her situation. So there you go. I hope you are about to finish off not just your Friday workday, but the amazing week that was as we roll into the weekend with a lot going on. Now, I figure, what do you guys think? Should we just get on up here and get into it? And then if our guest arrives, we can just have a little chat with them. Anyone? Anyone? Yeah? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can talk, you guys. You've done this enough now where I think you know how all of this works. Ladies and gentlemen, we have it was so close. It was so close. Right on the line. And what were we just talking about? Going live? This is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this man and I have been doing this for a long time together. And I got to tell you, you're going to walk in front of this thing no matter what. So just come on up. I know we don't got much time. You know him from KD and Me. You know him for the One Bad Podcast. You know him as the drummer lawyer, ladies and gentlemen. Making his triumphant return, it's KD! Woo!
Hey, you got my Pringles here.
Hey, pop them. You want to pop them open?
No.
Are you scared because they can't stop? Oh, I'm good. My head's hugging now. It's been so long.
How are you, my man?
I'm doing great. I was just telling the boys, this is a sign of a great day for me, is as I'm, putzing around in here doing stuff, I get a text from you confirming you're good to go, you're coming in. I'm like, this is great. And right after you texted me, your brother, the mighty Boontis, texted me saying, what time are we streaming tonight, bro? I got 2 of the 3 Doll brothers back to back on my text line. I'm like, this is a great day.
Let's add Kev to it.
We keep saying that. We keep saying that, but Kev's the hardest one to reach. But one day we'll have the full meal deal. How have you been, besides busy?
I've been great, man. How have you been?
Busy and great.
Yeah, what's new here? What's been happening here?
Well, man, we got new shows coming in. We got, this is something really cool. How much time you got? About 5 minutes or so?
No, I got longer.
Flexing. Like we got new shows coming in.
I think the place looks different too.
Got an AC unit installed, thanks to Nickel Plumbing and Heating.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the portable unit, but our main man Marcel came in here, put a little hole in the wall, so we got the drainage going out instead of leaving the door open. And it's sitting on a bunch of paint cans right now. But we're working on that.
Why?
Yeah.
Why change it?
That's it. Well, that's what you're noticing, because everything had to get moved to get that done. So now the arcade machine's in the middle, and it's the whole 9 yards.
It looks great here, man.
We've reached the point now where this place is, there's nothing else we can do to it.
Yeah.
It's finally time for it to soar. So we threw it out of the nest, and it's flying free.
I love it,
which
man.
I really like. And we got new shows coming up. My sweet, beautiful Callum, Oliver, our buddy who had a tragic accident, paralyzed himself. Right. He is about to start a show called Recovery with Cal. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I was just doing some promos for it. And it's one of the most emotional, powerful shows we've ever done around here. It's basically like a journal of his journey to recovery.
That's so cool.
And he's been rolling in here, and he's joining fun tables, and he's doing the Wednesday all the way round table, and he's just soaring right now, thriving just like this place. And we have other show ideas coming in. We got a 13th Melon Rider show coming up.
Like a 13th melon. Yeah.
Yeah. Mazer came up with that one. He's our ideas guy. He's always coming up with all the names. And so we got everything's growing, everything's moving up, and I'm always saying to myself, I just need some KDME. I just want some of that KDME in my life, because we always just have so much fun on the radio. And then we did the One Bad Podcast, and you guys sort of went through. That was a good run too. That was like damn near 30 episodes.
Yeah, I keep getting messages about it. Like, it's pretty cool because it happened so quickly. Like most things
Well, it was the
in
first
life.
thing we wanted to do when we started this place. Like, I want to get these guys in here, and let's get them doing their show.
And I feel like maybe there'll be more of those episodes down the road.
Oh yeah, well that's the beauty of it, because every time, like the last 4 episodes, we're like, well, we could probably do a couple more on this and on that.
Yeah,
So that's always good. And we have we still have things pop up around here and promoting the show. So it's very exciting. But so much has happened since sort of that run ended, and it's just nice to get you all caught up here and let you know how we're all doing.
Yeah, and so so tell me what's new in your world, like the Gary Nickel world.
The Gary Nickel world. Well, we're just learning how to be a businessman.
Yeah.
I had my first run of tax season.
So how long has, because time flies and I always lose track of
Yes.
whatever. So how long has this been a thing?
April 5th was the first show we did of 2024.
Right. So
So it
just
was
over a
on
year.
air 1 year from then. We started building in here around, was it LB, January? Yeah, around January of 2024. So like we basically just turned over the 1 year. And man, oh man, I still can't watch those shows. Those first about 3 or 4 months shows, I can't watch them.
Well, hey,
Because
as we
it's tough.
talked about in the One Bad Pod,
Yes.
I don't want to listen to those first songs we wrote.
No.
So like you
Unless it's alive in frickin' Texas. Bro.
well,
Like,
that
come on.
took a while, man. But the point is, I mean, you can't just, no one just. You have to have some runway to get going,
Yeah,
right?
That's it. You got to get your legs under you. It's
Yeah.
all about reps. We say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's all about reps. So I've been thriving. I've finally gotten through the CRA hell that is tax season. I've never in my life had to do it. And even when the
Right.
boys walked in today, I'm still, putting stuff into spreadsheets and
I
it's just-
hate
Oh,
tax. I mean,
man,
yeah, don't get me started. It's always such
there's probably a
pain in
joke
the
in there
ass.
somewhere. Hey, like the lawyer and a tax man talk about how much they hate each other.
Yeah, well, they've got no reason to hate me, man.
I guess you're the bringer. You're the earner.
I've got
You're
plenty
the
of reason to
dealer.
hate them.
Okay, yeah.
but,
All
you
right.
know,
All right.
um,
So horrible example of that.
no, but no, it's fair. It's fair. There's it's some random joke about walking into a
Yeah,
bar or
that's-
something.
They're
yeah.
always there. I wanted to ask because I didn't talk to you about your annual family trip down to Mexico when you moved the office down.
Yeah.
How did all that go?
Well, I know, and that was actually a good point because for years you'd always call.
It was the best. Those
You
were the
know.
best episodes of KDME because you'd be margarita in hand right
Well, I
there.
was just had like a slight slur in my words,
Yeah.
like a slight one.
That's what
Just,
made it the best
Yeah.
episodes because you were loose just enough
How you doing?
to get in there and let me know what's going on.
No, it's great, man. Honestly, like I've told you before, like my wife's grandma built a house there
Yeah.
back in the '70s, so
It's amazing.
that's how I married up for that reason alone, and so we get to go there and we can stay, for more or less
Reasonable.
free, right? Like,
yeah, this isn't a, oh my gosh, he's so rich, he's out there doing this. This is like a family hookup thing that you're fortunate enough to be able to go on.
And then if you get an opportunity, if you get thrown
What's
lob, make sure you hit it,
Knock
right?
it
So
out the
take
park.
it, make the most of it. So we go, the kids love it, man,
Well,
and it's like, to me, it's, I don't know, being when you're born and raised in Saskatchewan, you deserve to go somewhere hot. You know,
you earn it.
I'm just telling everyone out there right
you
now,
earn it.
you've earned it. You
You've
know,
earned
so
it. 1,000%.
yeah, honestly, man, it's just pretty chill, just hanging out on the beach and not doing a ton, really. And that's
Good.
the older I get, the more like life is crazy busy, and the more I realize not doing a ton is like one of the greatest gifts.
Compartmentalizing all. That's what and we're going a little deep here. Welcome to KDME, the
Deep talks.
The deep talks. I was going to say the therapist edition as working in here, and it's been a blessing because I live here. So
you live and breathe
I
this.
can get all this stuff done. At the same time, when I'm inside, it's supposed to be relaxing, calming my brain and my mind, and getting myself back together, becoming
Right.
one with myself. In the back of my head, it's like, well, there's two videos you got to edit. You got to send this email to this guy and all this stuff. And it's like this place is always calling to me. And it's that interior battle I fight all the time.
And you got to find a way to be able to turn it off too, right?
Exactly what you said, yeah.
Yeah, because
that's
otherwise
a struggle.
Yeah, I bet, because it's right. Like it's like your house is your
That's
work,
it.
right? So
That's it.
And how's that going?
It's better. Now
Yeah.
that first year is done, I feel like I've gone through most of the issues that you'll face in this situation.
Right. Yeah.
And now I know how to handle everything and how to handle people and how to handle shows and promotion and editing and all
Right,
this
yeah.
stuff. Like I legitimately learned more in this last year of my life than the entire 42 years before. Like it's not even close.
Well, and it's also like learning how to be like you're an entrepreneur, and there's so many elements to that. Like you're doing everything, like marketing,
It's crazy.
editing, whatever, create, like come up with ideas. Like,
Do you know,
yeah.
I've never had to answer to a spreadsheet in my life. And this
Now you
spreadsheet
do.
in here, it runs me.
what's the spreadsheet? Like just planning the day?
Well, let me tell you, buddy. It's not planning the day. It's for the financials.
Oh,
we have
yeah, no,
all of the invoices
that's not as fun.
coming in, which is great. We love that. When were they sent? When were they paid? And then we go down to payroll. What's this? What's that? Tax deduction. And then we go to consultants. And then we go to, because this is my home as well, we go to internet. And we go to heating and city bills. And it's
Right.
like just learning how to put all that down on paper.
Oh,
It's nuts.
Well, that's and I don't know. I find this kind of relates in a way to OBS, but I mean, it relates to any sort of. I mean, you can connect to anything. Like I feel like that's one thing we realized as a band too. Like, you know, in those early years when no one gave a shit about us,
Yep.
nothing really matters. Like, so this when you first started this and you just had an idea, whatever, it's like you're free to do whatever you want. But when you actually start to make it happen and there's a little bit of success, it just starting to build the fire. That's a good analogy, the fire analogy. The fire's just starting to get stoked, and like it's not like it's raging yet, but it'll get there.
Feel it. You can feel the heat.
Yeah, that's when the powers that be and the world at large just starts to like blow winds in and put the fire out, right? So most people just be like, I give up. Like it's too hard to build a fire. I'll just go stand beside someone else's fire, right?
Totally.
And it's like with OBS, it's like we started to like finally have a bit of stuff happening, and then it's like all the crap with like, you know, just label garbage and then you got to
again, you can hear all of these stories on One Bad Podcast.
Yeah, exactly. But like
hilarious stuff.
But a lot of people don't ever even get to the smoldering fire part, right? So you got there, and then a lot of people turn around and give up when the first wind comes in and blows it out, right? But you got to keep just stoking it, but that's the most challenging part, and most will give up. And I think you're going right past that, and the fire started to really start to rage, you know.
That's and the beautiful part about that is living in this city for as long as I have. You know, all the connections that we've made over the years, going to going to Adabone, playing Bobcats, playing Cardinals, doing all these things, going to broadcasting school right here in town. Shout out to Don Scott and WABC. All of those things, you build these relationships with everybody. And I know you get it just as much as I do. Well, yeah, look at me go. You get it way more than I do. When you're out and about and people know you because you're the guy in the band and you're also the lawyer and you're the guy that's always on the radio and you're always, you know, out there doing things. And now when I see these people, whenever I do make my way out, they all say, hey, I saw this on the show, or I love this thing on the show, or I love this, or my friend's got this business and they're doing this thing. You know, like a citywide food drive going on right now. Like our good buddies, Lori and Deb and everybody over at the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. Like just being able to, you know, be connected with them and to be promoting stuff that they're doing. It's such an honor, and it reconnects with all these things. And then when your goal is to just help others, it's so easy. Their biggest, and I say this to the boys all the time, our biggest issue is trying to convince people that this is the only time in your life where this offer is truly too good to be true. Someone really doesn't want anything in return except to see you succeed, chasing dreams.
Right, yeah.
It's so simple, but no one's used to it now because the world's so hard.
Yeah. And most people are trying to get something from you, you know.
And that's the other thing, yeah. So you got to really walk that fine line.
Yeah, I love that, man.
It's very cool. So thank you for helping be a part of this, because you were right there from the start too, when it was just an apple in my eye.
I remember we met at the
coffee shop.
Shop.
It was there was two, and Uncle Brando, you'll love this one. 2 times where I've ever watched. Well, I guess I didn't see the first one, but 2 times where I've ever heard or watched somebody walk down a back alley with so much swag it brought a tear to my eye.
Who was that?
First guy was Bret the Hitman Hart, leaving John's Prime Rib. Our buddy Scotty Anderson, Lame Train, used to work at John's Prime Rib, and the Hitman is sitting there. He's about to go do Aladdin at TCU Place, and he goes, "Hey, buddy," to Scotty. He goes, "Hey, buddy, which way to the TCU Place?" And he goes, "Just straight down that road." And then the Hitman puts on his jacket or his backpack, does up his shoes, and says, "All right, thanks," and heads down the back alley down this way to TCU Place. Bret the Hitman Hart running.
Because he was late or what?
He must have been. So he had to get there for showtime for Aladdin. And then the other time was leaving the coffee place. We got out and you said, "This is going to be really cool, man. I'm really excited." And you put on your sunglasses and you turned and went and walked down the road, the other back alley. And I was like, man, that's the coolest dude I've ever met in my life. Like, you basically just confirmed that it would be possible to chase this dream. And then with the swag of all of that excitement, you just like walked it down. I was like, that is awesome.
Just walked around an alley. I didn't tell you, I got stabbed. A few minutes later. But
those are the prices that we pay for being hard, right?
You didn't see that part, but that wasn't quite as cool. You know?
Yeah.
I screamed I cried like a little girl. Yeah, but you didn't see that part. So
drummer lawyer from Bad Son, the great Kurt Dahl in the house, my bro, my sweet Dalsy here, reconnecting as life has been so hard and everyone's so busy. It's just so nice to get you in here. How is the band doing, my friend? How are we looking?
Good. I was just texting. Well, actually, it's kind of a random piece of good news today. Like, for the first time in like 5 years, we got the Scarecrow's music video back up on YouTube, which seems like whoa, what the hell?
5 years.
I didn't know that was an issue, and is it a big deal? Well, for me, it is. Like to me, I think it's my favorite video that we ever made.
And not just that, that's your art, man. That's your baby.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and it was like just some random like why it was taken down. I should have created some great dramatic story, but it's like there's a picture of my you can see my dong hanging out or something, But
the usual.
Actually, we should just reinvent this after,
Yeah.
but we'll brainstorm.
I'll cut it up, and we'll make it so
we'll
it's like that.
brainstorm.
Yeah.
But it was just like a tactical thing. Our label, whatever, switched to Vivo. I don't even know or care what that is, but it's just somewhat thing, whatever. You probably know more about that. And then something happened, and it got taken down, and it had like close to 1 million views, and then it just it's like it's not much, but it's like whatever.
That's a big number, man.
They're all like legit views. It's not like it's all legit fans playing it, right? So anyways, the video was taken down, and it's been like 5 years of me emailing the label being like, what the hell? We finally figured it out. Now all the view counts are reset now, so we're back at like 10 views. So if you go watch it now, you could be the 11th view of Scarecrows. But it happened today, so I was like, this is sweet. It's something minor but also kind of major, right? So
and as a entertainment lawyer, that's got to be a little extra bit of a piss off, eh? Like this is like
the fact that it all happened.
Like this is what you do, and
just keep the video up. Yeah,
like
seems pretty basic. Yeah. But anyways, I was chatting with Shane, and I don't know what we have planned for this year. Him and I are due for a call. Hopefully we do some shows. Towards the end of the year, like we always do. But like I just the shows we did in December were so good, and I was just so inspired by them. So, I want to get together, write some more songs and stuff. So, as we say, the OBS train keeps rolling.
That's it. And that's the beauty of that train because, and you just talked about the firemen. So many people at the fire go out.
Yeah, exactly.
So many people. And you've had so many opportunities. Like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And no. Hell no. We're not doing that here.
And sometimes you have to kind of cheat and just throw gas on it, which is like, for if you're a
like
classic.
A KD in.
If you're a classic.
On the show, get that gas on the stoker right up.
If you're a classic, woodsman, you probably don't think gas is allowed, but I'm not, So sometimes you got to just throw it.
Sometimes you got to just make it blow up. And that's what we're all about around here. You talked about views earlier. And one of the biggest things around here is I'm always telling people not to worry about the views. Don't ever let the views skew how you do your thing. Only worry about the quality of the product on air. That was the only thing that really, truly stuck with me from the old place was as long as your on-air quality is great, you never have to worry about anything else.
It's
Everything
so true.
else will rise up to it.
And honestly, like I feel there's so many artists that I love that, they probably get this much in terms of views or streams versus, the latest, whatever pop songs crap.
Down your throat.
It's disposable, right? Yeah. And you would never be able to convince me that this Clash B-side is anything less than life-changing, but it's got maybe, 200,000 streams or something, but to me the song changed my life, right? So, and the masses are asses also. So, like the songs that get 100 million views or streams, like a lot of times it's crap, right? Yeah. So, you can't tell me that's better than like a, whatever, like a John Lennon B-side or something or whatever, right?
We do love B-sides.
Yeah, well,
we got a lot of trouble.
That's besides the point. Yeah.
Hey, there it is. I always like to joke. KDME was one of the big reasons.
You almost got fired.
Why we got the hell out of there? Yeah, was we were always pushing the B-sides, and bosses don't like it when you go off the playlist. That's
this just came to me right now. Maybe I was the reason you got fired. Like, because KDME, it's like, Kurt, what do you want to play? And I'm off air. I'd be like, great. Does it have to be like a hit? And you're like, no. Play whatever you want. So then I'd be like, I'd pick like the most obscure trashy hip song, which is still one of Canada's, but why play Blow It High Dough? We've heard that song so many times. Why not play some deep cut, right? And then your boss would text you, at least my understanding, like, what the hell are you doing, dude? Kurt doesn't get carte blanche to play whatever he wants,
And then what do we do the next week? The exact same thing.
Yeah.
Because at some point, somebody's got to make a stand. And that was the beauty of having you on, because I alone could never make a stand.
That's a great song, I Alone.
Hey, I Alone.
Love you. Well, exactly, yeah. Well, and also,
when I have guys like you, like and the reason I bring this up is because I think it was the opposite effect. Having you with me kept me there longer.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, because with you, we were doing it all the time, but then I started getting really antsy with it. And I started playing, 2 or 3 of my buddies' bands in a day, and promoting my local bros. And then
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
right in the middle of like peak hour when you're supposed to be playing your A1.
And just the songs that have been played so many times, right? Like,
Well, hey,
Cuts Like a Knife. I don't need to hear that again. You know.
and we love everyone there. This is not a burn to anyone. That's
No,
the
I'm
machine.
talking about just radio in general. Yeah,
that's
I'm not.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not dissing Rock One.
Yeah,
too.
that's the machine right there working its thing.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, I've said that for years. And actually, to Rock One Two's credit, I mean, I think they actually play. They have more leeway in the playlist than like the big corporate stations now. It's just like you're gonna play if you're gonna play any Our Lady Peace song, it's got to be their biggest song.
It's like you've been in those meetings.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, oh my God, people aren't that basic. You know, I just said the masses are asses, but not in Saskatoon. They're not. You know, I mean, people don't want to just hear just How You Remind Me. They want to hear maybe a deeper cut from Nickelback.
Whatever. A big part of that is Ugly Kid Joel. He was front and center when they started being like, okay, maybe we do got to switch things up a bit, and he's been pushing that. He sort of once I left, he sort of took over that, and he did the hometown rock stuff, and he's like getting local bands during the day on the air now.
He's been so great at supporting that. Yeah,
that's my dude.
And I even find like the really great listening is like over the noon hour, where the people take over.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that people what I'm hearing on the ground is that people are kind of getting sick of the same old stuff. And again, this is not Rock is actually quite good for this compared to other stations. But I'm talking about like other cities around the country, around the world. It's like it's all the same old stuff. But anyways, that's a tangent. But to go back to the fact that he's got to be authentic on air. I think that's the key thing.
Just be real, and that's why I wanted to bring you back. And I wanted to be it like whenever you can get in. You know what I mean? Like we used to do. Or we could even just Zoom it, because I know how busy you are, but I also know how much not just we all benefit from having, like I was telling you before, whenever you're here, the days are better, but your fans getting to see you on another outlet. You know what I mean? It's another way for you to promote what you're doing and all that, which is what this whole place is about. It's never about me, and I say that very clearly all the time. It's called Your Show for a reason. We called the old show, it was called the Gary Nichols Show officially, but I never called it that. Not once on the air would I ever say, welcome to the Gary Nichols Show. I say, welcome to your show. What are we doing today?
Yeah, that was cool.
It was different. And I just did a big rant about the importance of being different.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing now. And you're a great example of that as well, because like you say, whether we like it or not, your road that you went down with OBS is basically what we're doing here. We're just trying to be different.
The road less traveled.
That's it. Always pays off, right?
I don't know what the smooth road feels like,
So many examples.
I don't like it. I always veer off it,
That's right. Yeah, I need some bumps in my ride. Okay, we're going to bring in the other two here. I want to thank you so much for stopping by. It means so much to me. I'm going to bug you. Oh, yeah, I knocked over my WABC pass.
Okay.
In case you're keeping score. Yeah. I was going to say, are those reading glasses? No, those are just badass glasses. 2001 was when we went to WABC.
Okay, 2001 I was
fresh out.
Doing some not very good things, probably.
No, I mean, I wasn't either. We were fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive,
dude.
Pre-internet, really. I mean, like people weren't using it that much.
It was the best time to be alive because it wasn't like what we have now.
Yeah.
Yay! Drummer Lawyer from One Bad Son, One Bad Podcast. My old pal, my homie, my bro. Thank you so much. I'll bug you. We'll start to work out some sort of plan where we can really streamline this so you don't have to take time out of your day, whether it's Zoom in or what it is, but I'll hit you up.
Okay.
Any messages you want me to send to your brother Boontis tonight on the Twitch stream that we're going to hit up after the
show? Just get ready for the summer road trip because we're going to party. Because
that family road trip?
Exactly. My family meets up with his family and Kev's family. And
bro,
it's just like panorama.
Getting crazy.
Party Central, yes.
Yeah, he's. I can tell he's already excited.
Featuring the Dahl brothers, yes.
There it is. Look out, Panorama, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Kurt Dahl.
Okay, thanks, brother.
Woo. Hey, thank you. I love you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Oh, that is nice. See, this is what it's all about. Maggie, make sure you give him a kiss. Take care, brother. Say hi to the family for us. Okay, will do. All right, you two jabronis. Up next, we're gonna jump right into this. And then we'll get to our shopkeeping and all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Friday Fun Table edition of your show. We really set up a gauntlet here to get in front and around. I'm so sorry about the construction. From the BBO and the CCO and the YTC, as well as the CCO and from the Pastor Bedtime Podcast, it's Uncle Brando and Cora. And a side transition. I got you, LB. I got you on this one. I got you. I'm going to race you. I'm going to look at my phone as well. LB, if it's another one of those wiener shots, I don't want it, buddy. I'm telling you right now, I am seen enough. I'm already embarrassed for myself. You don't have to rub it in. How you guys doing?
Good.
Super good.
Super duper good. Oh,
It was a dick pic. Gross.
hey, we say wiener. The D word's a little too hard.
Sorry.
Either way.
What's a word for picture other than
I don't know. I'm not getting your text. Not showing up. Oh, that's not a text. That's a stream deck. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Brando. We can't hear it through the earpiece, but look at he's got the horn. You're a genius, and I love you. Thank you so much, brother.
We'll have to make sure that we can do that, so it's not just like beer.
Oh, I was sandstorming it up. Welcome back. I've seen this guy a bunch, but this is your time to shine. It's so nice to have you.
Thanks.
And we've missed you. No glasses today. I noticed we're not doing trivia. We're doing a part 2 from
Part
last
2.
week.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll get a live read in here real quick before we dive
Yep.
in and make our way. How cool is that? Hey, you want to know how cool Kurt Dahl is? Like,
Yeah,
that's
he-
the busiest guy in the world.
put
I wear sunglasses.
Yeah.
inside.
He literally took time out of his that's your move. I guess that's Craig's mom started it.
Craig's mom, yeah.
Yeah. But just to take the time out of a busy day to come in and just say hi. And another one of those guys who's been here from Corey Harton. Like a guy that was here from the start, and still staying here and has an incredible show. And it's just,
He seems really nice.
that's another great example of the type of people that create a place like this. It makes me so happy. Another type of people, or person, if you will. Well, let me tell you about this, because it is time to spring into your dream home. Spring is here, and so is your chance to find that perfect home. With mortgage rates coming down, now is the ideal time to buy. Mobley Rente with TMG The Mortgage Group works with multiple lenders to find the best mortgage for you, saving you time, money, and stress. I love that. Whether you're self-employed, a first-time buyer, or have credit challenges, he's always there to help with 24/7 personalized support. And the best part, you guys, the services are completely free. Come on, man. What more do you need? Plus, he'll continue to assist you long-term with refinancing, renewals, and mortgage strategies. Mobley Rente. Mortgages made simple. Give him a call or text him. 306-370-5804. Wait for it.
Oh, I heard it.
That was probably a bad idea, because it's going to just get peppered. Peppered and peppered. If you would like to say, maybe get in touch. Maybe you got a business that needs a little push. Maybe you got an organization that's doing really good things. You got a charity that's helping so many people, and people need to know about it. Just let us know. It's very simple. It's very easy. We even have a theme song to tell you all about it. And sometimes people even join in. And then I count it in too. It's extra fun. Just send us an email to 1-2-3-4. Contact@Dufferin.com. Just you guys.
Does this theme song.
This is the email.
I just follow suit.
It's the first time I ever threw it to someone else.
You'll
working
notice
on
that
it.
we ballsed it, but we ballsed it in
Same
sync.
time. That's the beauty.
That's
of it.
how we do it. We're one person.
And you'll also notice that there's no mistakes here. Never a mistake. Everything is real, and that was pure, legit realism. All right, so send us an email to that exact email address, and then we get in here. Cora, what do you think? Are you gonna?
I follow you.
Oh, see, she knows what's up. All right, on 3, we're gonna send it. 1, 2, 3. See ya. You look like you were Supermaning.
Woo.
Heading out this way. We also have a website. Website doesn't have a song yet. Can make it up. Andy made it. DufferinAve.com.
Perfectly
Simple,
sized
easy.
sign.
That's it. Sign. Anders made a sign. 1, 2, 3. Sweep it out. Hey, Brando, what are we going to be doing a little later tonight?
We are going to be playing Final Fantasy III, aka 6, on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, starting at 7 o'clock tonight.
I just need the one word from you.
Twitch!
That's where you find it. Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. Final Fantasy VI. I'm like, it's one of those games where I know so much about it, but I've never played it.
Oh.
The intro, it's supposed to be one of the most iconic intros ever when you're walking, what is it, through like mountains and shit like that?
Walking across the
Mountainous
frozen
terrain.
tundra
The
to
frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
The mechanized, like,
Yeah.
steampunk city of Narsh. the last free city.
That's where we're going.
Ooh.
Well, are we bringing freedom back to the people tonight?
Goddamn right we
Oh,
are.
When's the
I'm
last
so
time you guys
pumped for that.
played that game?
Never.
Oh,
He
well,
never
yeah,
has. I played through it. I play through it like every 18 months. So like
18 months ago.
It's
last
like
summer or
legit
so.
hardcore, legit his favorite game.
Oh yeah,
What's your favorite game?
one of my favorite games all time. One of
That's
the best
big.
video games ever
That's
made
big.
ever.
Wow.
And that's come from him.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
not even like a debate thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's legit. like
Like politics?
Oh,
no, there's actual people. Who one of the best video games of all time.
I just
so.
gave a hornier politics drop. It was pretty good.
Oh.
pretty good.
I'm reading a new book about these long lost old friends. They meet again and then they build a video game. So, anyway,
Sounds like a great book.
Is
it's
it
pretty
Pac-Man?
good. No,
Donkey Kong,
no,
Mario Brothers.
I don't know. If it's
Leisure
real.
Suit Larry.
Well, while I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, like, are these real games that they're referring to?
Oh,
no
I think
idea.
we have some little bit of research for you for next time.
Yeah.
We'd like to know.
I'll bring
Hey,
it.
Hardcore, do you want to send this?
No, I'm so bad at
What do
it.
you mean you're bad at it? I just count it down and you lift it up.
Okay.
You don't have to. I can do it. If you
It's just a
want.
little bit slow.
Okay. Well, you know
I'll
what?
go
I'll time it right.
faster.
Here we go.
Okay.
I'll pump the helium into it.
1, 2, 3.
That worked
See?
really well.
I went on like
Every
2.5.
time.
I went on like 2.5.
Every time.
I just made a promo actually about the graphics and all the fun we have with the graphics. And I had two of the most perfect. One was the email, one was the website. They were both nailed them out of the park. And the third one was the Twitch as well. It got me. And the whole thing ends like, well, 2 out of 3 ain't that bad.
Yeah.
It was exactly like yours. I did this and it was already up there. I'm like,
Yeah. I
Didn't
miss
work.
it every time.
didn't work. I do want to say send a very special hello and welcome back to my sister and my brother-in-law and the whole family as they're driving back into the city for the weekend. And I believe they're on the road right now. Hopefully here soon.
We should have them on the show. You can have like Gary and other Gary along with Gary. I just assume everybody in your family.
Gary
is
1,
named
Gary
Yes.
2, Gary 3. No, actually, our friends at Aquaman. The incredible business. Aquaman, underwater drones, water monitoring and sampling, and also I believe there's like two reserves that they've actually brought water to, like drinking water.
Oh, good.
Legit.
Wow.
Like, they're
That's
making
awesome.
big changes
Doing
out there.
important
So
work.
we
I like
love
that.
my bro
That's awesome.
D-Rock and his team at Aquaman. And my sweet niece Gracie was on the show once.
Neat.
So we got her on, which was very fun. But they're all here. Gracie, Gussie, and Griffey. Very excited to see everybody. Welcome home. Hardcore. We started last week in honor of my old balls getting lower.
Sure did.
Trivia from the year. The greatest year to every year.
Gary Awakens.
1982.
Yep.
There I am. Rewind. Rewind. Hold on. Gary Awakens. This is fun. So we took a walk down memory lane and we learned about all sorts of things that happened in the year 1982.
Yeah. I had
You just want to
to.
hop right back in, or how you want to get in?
Yeah, I had to find some new ones because
Ooh.
I only had so many because I thought we were gonna get through them. But it's good. No, it's good. LB, take it
It's
away.
always good when you have to
always good.
remind yourself over. Hey, Ozzy!
Yeah, so Ozzy Osbourne
He's so
bites off
hungry.
the bat of the head off of oh my god, bat head off during the Diary of a Madman tour. Ozzy thought it was a fake, but little did he know it was real. He claims the bat bit him first, even though the fan who brought it in swears it was dead.
What kind of dead bat still bite?
I don't know.
I mean, if you shocked it or something, because it's like the muscles might still contract.
Dead wasps and bees still sting, bro.
Yeah. Got the nervous system.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think
Could
that
be.
they do though. Everything about that story is so strange. Hey.
Yeah.
Why?
Like,
Tell me.
because no matter what you look at it, what way you look at it, why the hell was he biting the head off of a bat? Who cares if it was alive or not? Some guy
Because he's Ozzy.
brings it to you and says, "Here, strange talking
you-
English man,
have you ever
bite the
seen
head
me
off
when
of
I'm
this strange
drinking?"
rodent." Would you bite the head off of a
I
bat?
would do insane.
Are you
things.
telling me that if I caught a mole and brought it in here alive or dead, you might bite its head off?
Depends on how much I've drank.
Oh, challenge accepted.
I don't want a mole getting bit off, bro.
You should have came over to the Cinco de Mayo party.
Oh,
I probably would have bit somebody's head off for sure.
Ooh, speaking of, I have to pass a message on to you from our sweet, beautiful Callum, host of Recovery with Cal, coming up very soon. He wanted to let you know that your cat, Pete,
Yes.
who we love so much,
Yes.
my sweet Nixie, who made my mini Maggie for me here, Why don't you know if you want to get a little bit of fur off of Pete, they might be able to make you a little mini
I
Pete.
will do it.
Yeah.
I
so,
will do it.
Again, another example of this family coming together.
Could they make
People
me
who
a
would
little
never
Urs?
talk before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Little
sure they
Urs?
would.
That'd be good.
Just Homer. I just have to go in the freezer, move a bunch of meat, and then rip some hair out.
It's never gonna not be weird. It's so
Where do you think I should take the hair from, though? Because I still want to like mount it.
yeah.
Mount him.
Well, definitely a place where you wouldn't notice. Maybe
But do I want a
undercarriage.
whole cat like on a branch, like on a big log, like like
These
a
are-
tiger, or
these
do I
are-
want a half?
This
cat?
is your vision. You have to
don't
figure
know.
this out on your own.
I do.
It'll
Okay.
come to you.
I
Yeah.
would do cat stalking on a log, but they have lots of hair. It's not like you're gonna make
Yeah.
a bald spot. To...
And she doesn't need much. It's just like a little bit. Like
Right.
just a little bit of the hair. Most of it's like that felt stuff.
Yeah, I was telling
a
Wendy
little.
I should get it all curled up and look like he's sleeping, and then just like put him on the couch. So when people come over and they start petting the cat.
I was thinking you just walk around like Dr. Evil doing that thing.
Okay, it'll be
Either
next
way.
picture.
Next
Little
one.
tempered.
Ozzy. I can't believe that was the year Ozzy did the bat.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
great.
Hey, here we
Jane
go.
Fonda releases her workout video called Workout.
Finally.
It was
She's
called
a
workout.
babe.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, that's all you had to do back in 1982. If you're putting out a workout video, everyone's like, "What the hell's a workout video?" You can just name it workout. Everyone's like, "Oh, okay."
I get
Not
it.
taken yet, you know.
They tell you exactly what
It's
it
probably
is.
the first
it.
one of like that type of movement
totally.
too, right?
Was
So,
she
like,
Barbarella? Was Jane Fonda Barbarella?
I'm on
He's
it.
in the booth.
I'm
I
on
don't
it.
know.
I gotcha. Barbarella.
I watched that for the first time a couple weeks ago, and it was so freaking good, and I was astounded that there wasn't more.
You know what movie I just watched this weekend for the first time?
There you go.
She was Barbarella. That's awesome. Hell
Amazing.
yeah.
The Karate Kid.
Which one?
The first one.
Were you just like,
The
Well-
first one. I didn't know
well,
that
there's
Danielson
so-
came from there. I knew
there's-
Wax On, Wax Off came from on there, but
There's so many versions now. There's 1, 2, and 3, and then there was like Jaden Smith one, and like there's been a whole bunch.
there was
So
the
you gotta
Jackie
make sure.
Chan,
Okay.
Jaden
Yeah.
Smith, well, then there's like another
so
one.
is that the first one that I watched?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The Karate Kid. That is the best.
Well, he's coming back. The reason why I had to watch it is because there's like he's coming back in a movie with Jackie Chan. Yeah. And it's Karate Kid Legends, I think it's called. Anyway, we were at the movie theater and Charlie was like, I want to see that. I'm like, we have to watch the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't into it.
Oh, what? No crane kicking?
That happens right at the end, though. That's
Yeah, it's
so
the best
cool.
part.
I know.
That's everyone after that movie came out, everyone was just
That
crane
is my
kicking each
new
other in
movie.
the head. It's bad. And if you're around a place that had those pillars you can stand on while you're doing it,
Yeah.
oh, it's like a big lineup, like line dancing. All right, everybody, crane kick.
Everybody crane kick off this post.
Yeah, very
And they
cool.
Eat shit. Anyway, Jane Fonda, Barbarella, great movie.
Hell yeah,
Next one.
Barbarella.
She beats the orgasm machine by like having
Oh.
so many orgasms that the machine starts on fire and blows up.
That's it. Oh my God, are you kidding me? At 6'6" from North Carolina.
Yeah, the
Remember?
game when he was against Georgetown, Michael hits the game-winning shot with 15 seconds left on the clock from a 16-foot range.
16-footer.
Who? What?
Michael Jordan.
That's Michael Jordan.
That's
I thought he
Michael
played for the
Jordan.
Became
Bulls.
Michael that day. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Legend has it.
Legend has it. And that was probably against Patrick Ewing's Georgetown Hoyas.
What? I thought
Which
that he
would be
played
very
for
interesting.
Chicago.
He
and-
did.
He
This
did-
is college.
College, yeah.
So this is the college thing. So everyone knows the story about MJ. He like got cut in high school, and then that.
I don't
What
think
KD just
everybody
talked
knows
about.
that.
What KD just talked about. That stoked his fire.
I didn't know that.
You didn't. I didn't know that.
He got cut. That's like the biggest motivational speech anyone's ever, regurgitated. Well, MJ got cut when he was in high school, and he went on to go to UNC and still wasn't the first overall pick, which was pretty crazy. He went to Chicago. The guys before Chicago picked some guy who didn't really do anything. So it's one of those big like blunders in draft history. But from that became the best introduction in the history of any sports. Anytime he would come out in Chicago, they'd have, and you'll appreciate this. I'm not sure the real band is a famous band that did it, but I always called it Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's theme song. The you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they would play that for the starting five for Chicago, and then at guard from North Carolina, and the crowd would just go nuts. And we watch it all the time because we got WGN Chicago
Oh.
on our local cable package. That was
Sure.
one of the channels we got, so we could watch all the Bulls games. So I was always watching the Bulls game. That intro every time just got me,
Man.
and it made me really love that theme song too. So this is, like you said, this is the moment when he became the MJ.
Can you imagine being the guy that cut Michael Jordan in high school, then didn't draft him in college, and then being the idiot that was drafting people into the NBA and they still didn't take him.
There's a
Like,
lot of
man, I could have
people-
got that guy in a fifth round.
The lore of all that. is
Paid him
like,
for paid him
it's
nothing.
crazy. I'm surprised. Actually, you know what? I'm surprised there hasn't been a documentary. There must be
There has
on
to
like
be.
the
Well,
on like
Michael, he
the
did-
coaches that cut him and like the
Oh.
guys that didn't take him. I'm sure there's something there. That's a good one. Good one there, Hardcore.
I had to put
As we're
sports
celebrating the year
in there.
1982
Oh,
here
flies in there.
on the Friday Fun Table on your show, getting extra fun as Hardcore is going zippers down for this, and we're all about it. Looking back on the year 1982 as we celebrated me getting a little bit older last week. What a guy.
Okay, this one's a mouthful.
Oh,
hell
dude.
yeah.
Okay, I got.
You got this for
No,
me?
no, you go. I got a finishing touch for this.
Okay, the console offered a closer experience than powerful arcade games compared to its competitors Atari or Television. Am I right? Am I right?
That's it.
Intellivision.
Television, yeah.
The initial catalog of 12 games on ROM
Yep.
cartridges included a first home version of Nintendo Donkey Kong, and approximately 130 games were published between 1982 and 1984.
That's crazy.
That's
a
a
smaller
lot.
number than I thought. Actually.
This is
I
hard
thought
to
that was long.
This is hard to
But then
read
we
because
did
it's on
talk
both
about.
sides.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
These
I don't have my
old systems
glasses.
like that, like they had this was before the game crash. Me and LB were talking about it before we went on the show. That like the
83 to
next
85.
year
Yeah.
was when the whole industry just went to shit. But previous to that, like things like ColecoVision and Intellivision and Atari, especially,
Yeah.
there was new games all the time because it was such a lucrative industry and everybody
in.
was doing it, right?
That's right.
Freaking Zellers had their own games.
Yeah.
That they made. Like
Legit.
retail outlets were making their own video games.
Just
at
to
the time,
get in on that sweet
Just
game cash.
just to steal money from kids.
The greatest uncle in the history of any uncles anywhere, my great Uncle Kev. He watched the show. I love you, Uncle Kev. He just discovered the Twitch stream. And he said, "What the heck is this?" And I said, "Oh, that's the Twitch stream, bro. We were celebrating Mario Party 3 yesterday as it had his birthday." And then he said, "Well, too bad there's no Intellivision around."
I mean, I have
So he was
one.
literally, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I said, "We have one." I said, "We can get it. I promise you we can get it." So Uncle Kev, we can get it. But then I said, "What we really need is the old Star Wars PC games." And then he sent me a picture of his, like, look at this. He's got Rebel Assault. He's got Dark Forces, TIE Fighter, X-Wing.
He's got them.
He's got them all. So I said, "Unky, we're going to get you in here. We're going to start streaming those bad boys." It'll be very, very cool. But it's funny when you pull that up because the first thing I thought was just talking to my uncle about it in television.
You gonna get him on the Twitch?
Try.
You should.
That's like the one of those old machines I never had either. I didn't have any friends that had one.
Me either.
I
They
just-
didn't exist for us.
Yeah,
like
I just-
nobody had them.
I just wasn't around that one. They got like the big telephone controllers too, right?
Yeah, with all the numbers and
yeah, like
it's
and how
crazy stuff.
when you actually see the games that those things play, it's like what the did
What
you
did
need
all those
14
buttons do? I know.
for,
I
right?
always wondered that too.
Like, what the hell?
What are you trying to do? Made no
Ah.
sense. All right,
Yeah.
back to it. How we doing? Are we going to be able to make it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
We won't run. Hey!
Ricky Henderson broke Lou Brock's Major League single season record for stealing bases.
Yes.
130 bases against the Milwaukee Brewers, and then he would steal 3 more that game. He's the all-time
And it's not
career.
even close.
It's
That dude right there, you guys. Oh,
You know how many bases he's stolen in his career? Yes.
It's gonna be
It's
about.
mind-blowing.
I'm gonna say he played for a long time, maybe around 13,000.
You're so close. 1406.
Where does he keep them all?
Yeah, to give him back after he
He's just
steals
waiting
them.
to say it.
Yeah.
Why steal them?
Although when he broke the record for most all time, he got to keep the base.
Oh, that's cool.
So they bronzed it and they did all this stuff and he got it and it went to Hall of Fame. Very cool. But nobody plays baseball like this dude. It's just wild. So fast, without a care in the world. He gets on, everyone knows he's stealing, and you can't stop it. That's how good he was.
Yeah, I don't think what's
It's crazy.
the closest person after that is like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's well,
300, I think.
you know, the fun thing about Major League Baseball this year is there's been a resurgence in base stealing. So base stealing's sort of cool again. For about the last 5 or, dare I say, damn near 10 years, all the stats guys, as they always tend to do, they say this is the way you should be doing stuff. The risk factor of trying to steal bases isn't worth it when you have these guys hitting these numbers and, you know, you can go spiral all the way down there. People are realizing, wait, just steal some damn bases because, and this is the key part of this, back catchers forgot how to throw guys out when they're stealing because they never had to. There's been such minimal stealing that back catchers don't even care. And now everyone's running again because they're like, oh man, I have to throw to second, I have to throw to third. Like, what's going on? So there's this like, this balance is sort of coming back that it's making stealing bases cool again. So So we might
good
we
to
might
know.
find a Ricky Henderson or two out there again, because without base stealing, he would have been a great baseball player, but not a Hall of Famer. Not the Ricky that we know and love so much. That's my dude. I love that guy.
Neat.
Very cool. The great Ricky Henderson.
Never heard that name before in my life.
You know, the guy
Next-
was
next one,
pretty good.
Alvin.
He played for a bunch of teams too. You keep going. I'm gonna figure out
You
which
think I'll know
ones.
the next one?
Next one's cool.
Oh, I'll be the judge of that.
The first CD was
Oh,
created.
dang.
Ricky Henderson was born on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Merry
Just saying.
Christmas.
Sorry. Sony CD compact disc.
What was the first
Yeah.
CD? I'm
It
curious.
is a classical composer, Claudio Arroyo. He's
I
a
love him.
Chilean pianist.
Oh, pianist. No, I'm more. I say it all the time. I'm a John Williams guy. Whenever anyone brings up anything, it's just John Williams. So,
What other teams did he play for? Are you looking?
yeah. Oh, sorry. You want to see that? Look at how many years he played. This is what I'm saying.
Jesus.
I think he
Do
played
you remember?
30 years, didn't he?
There's only one year that anyone should remember. A little year, 1993. Anyone remembers what happened that year? It was the back-to-back, second straight World Series for your Toronto Blue Jays. Ricky Henderson hitting leadoff. The Jays
Oh.
traded for him. And that's when everyone really fell in love, because now he's winning titles with us. So cool.
That is pretty
Toronto,
cool.
Oakland, San Diego, Anaheim, the New York Mets, Boston, the LA Dodgers. He played
played
till
for everybody.
He played till 2003.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So he came in 1979 at age 20 and played until he was 44 years old. Just wild.
Good
So,
for him, man. That's awesome.
yeah, and the crazy part about him coming to Toronto was the Jays already had the great Devon White, who was their leadoff guy and was very good at it, and their center fielder. And then all of a sudden, the Jays are like, well, we could really use a Ricky Henderson, the greatest leadoff man in the history of baseball. So then that bumped Devon White to the 2 spot, which then bumped Roberto Alomar to the 3 spot, which then put Joe Carter to the 4 spot. And it sort of shifted the whole batting lineup for the Jays. And they went right back out again and just crushed it. And then Ricky, being an honorable man, said, Devo, no, you have center, I'll play left. And put Joe Carter in right. And that team was just so good. I could talk about it for days. Amazing. We love Ricky Anderson.
I love that he's so excited about these
Yes,
sports
I-
ones.
It's
I
so
liked
good.
it. So
This I don't get. Like, this is that.
it was the very first
It's
CD
the first
ever.
CD
That's
he
it.
ever made. That's it.
The
Anyway,
first
we can
CD
move on
is
to the
How
next
did the Chilean maestro get to be the first one? How did that come about?
I don't know. Buena pregunta. Good question.
Okay. Probably
Yeah.
knew someone. Hey,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Knew a guy who knew a guy.
got-
no
Who
names.
knew that guy?
We
Yeah.
got like 6 more to get through.
All right, let's
Hit
do
me.
it. Here we go, LB. Oh,
Okay.
no.
The,
What?
The Missing Children's Milk Program started, and out of the 200 missing children that were posted on the milk cartons, only 2 were ever found alive. And it was discontinued due to it bringing sadness to the breakfast table.
Mm-hmm. 1,000%. And not only that, if you're a conspiracy theorist, there's a lot more down that rabbit hole. But
Is
it's not.
there?
It's not just a coincidence that only 2 of them were found. It's a really messed up situation. That whole thing. Do not go down. Do not.
The rest
lose
of them
the
were
lab.
in the milk.
Ooh. Next one.
Next, please.
Mhm.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Okay, LB, we're going to go through these next pretty
Na, na, na,
fast.
na.
Michael J. Fox.
So yeah, so oh my God, Family Ties starts. The next one,
What was how did the theme song go?
you can't.
You guys remember?
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider started in
That's
83 or 82.
Yeah,
82.
and
I was older
Kit.
than
That was
Dukes
Kit.
of Hazzard.
I literally,
that.
I called
There we
my
go.
dad today. He was roaming around. He had a walker going on. He was going through all sorts of. There was a bunch of stuff in the way. I was like, "Easy there, fella. You look like looks like them Duke boys are in trouble again over there." You know? Basically saying that he was driving the General Lee through there. But yes, the Dukes of Hazzard. What a show!
What a
82
show.
has some cool shows. Kit from Knight Rider just got himself a Transformer crossover toy that came out this year. He's like
That's baller.
the pop culture crossover. You
very
can buy a
cool.
kit that turns into David Hasselhoff,
Is it-
which is
Does it
pretty
talk?
awesome.
Does it talk? Like,
No.
Hello, Michael. Was it Michael? Was that his name? Knight Rider? His Kit was the car, I think. Hasselhoff's name was Michael.
He's just David Hasselhoff.
That's fair.
I don't know any of the characters that he played.
That's very fair. Hell of a pop star though in Germany.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah,
That
Number one song.
Hasselhoff
and a
knows
drunk
what's up.
eating hamburgers, yelling at his kids.
Yeah,
He was excellent in the new
Hey,
Baywatch
we've all been
movie
through
with
it.
The
Come
Rock.
on now. We've all been there.
Okay,
What's
next
that,
one,
Brando?
He was excellent in the new Baywatch movie with The Rock. He
Sure.
was way better than it deserves to be.
Interesting.
Okay,
I
think.
this
Oh.
one's interesting. The next one.
All right.
Okay.
Say goodbye to Boss Hog.
So, there was a Tylenol
Hmm.
crisis. 6 people died from taking Tylenol, and all the boxes were taken off the shelves nationally. The only contaminated boxes were found in Chicago, and the pills were poisoned with cyanide. These murders led to the creation of tampered-proof medicine bottles.
Oh, see,
Interesting.
that's an interesting thing you just taught me. You did me an
That's a good
educate.
one.
I also taught myself that.
So until
That's cool.
until that moment, people could just open up anything and just pop it.
Yeah, and kill people. There's a murderer on the loose.
Clearly, if they're putting cyanide and Tylenol,
So
yeah.
there's just some psycho going around just putting Tylenol
Yeah,
and
only in Chicago, though.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. Next
Out of
one.
all the ways,
Man.
eh? Interesting.
Okay.
A car blew up.
Frank Lefty, what's that? How do you say that?
Rosenthal.
Was a subject of an assassination attempt with a car explosion. I'm assuming he was like some sort of mobster. Legend has it, the real life scenario inspired the opening scene for Martin Scorsese's movie Casino.
Interesting. That's the real one, and that's the movie one.
Yeah.
Can you imagine trying to blow somebody up while they're in their car and you fucking miss?
He
Can
said
you imagine how shitty you would feel?
he noticed that there's flames coming out of like the one of the vents, and so then he got out, but he actually started on fire and then he kind of rolled around and then it blew up.
I wonder what the percentage is, guys that have pulled it off and not pulled it off.
I mean, I feel like if you're gonna, like,
Yeah.
if somebody's inside the bomb,
Let's make sure we use our words good
Right,
here. 'cause
I
We'll,
feel
we'll
like-
we'll get copyright or policed or whatever
you
it is.
probably
But yeah.
get them when they're inside the bomb. I would say so. I would think that the percentage would be very high, and this guy got very
I
lucky.
wonder if the dad is even out there. LB, you haven't said anything on the mic.
He's in the zone.
Have you
He's
guys
reading.
seen Casino?
Yes.
Or have they reviewed Casino?
Oh, no.
No.
That's
no,
a
their first shot at a casino movie was Ocean's 11.
too long
On
for-
location, thanks to you. We got to watch our Cora win like $1 million on a VLT. Well, we all lost horribly.
I
Yeah,
lost.
horribly.
I lost yesterday. I don't win all the time.
I know,
lost
I
my
didn't say you
40
did.
bucks.
Of course. Nobody ever wins
Just
all
win
the
when it
time.
counts.
Okay,
That's
and then
it.
I've got a list of Billboard's top songs in your birth year.
Oh,
You ready?
okay.
Let's do it.
Number 1, "Physical" by Olivia Newton-John.
Let's get
I was
physical.
hoping you were gonna sing.
Physical.
I like
All
that
right.
one.
That's a good
Okay.
song.
"Eye of the Tiger."
Oh yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Just Brando. Dun, dun, dun.
It's a song that you put
Beautiful.
on to pump yourself up to take the garbage out, I assume. I love
You're
rock
giving
and
us
roll.
too much credit. It's like to get out of the bed.
I love rock
That's
and
about
roll.
as far as it goes. I love rock and roll.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
another dime in the jukebox, baby. Remember when jukeboxes were a dime? A dime? Put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
What a dime, yeah.
Those guys probably think so. Old.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Okay.
So this is like the top 10?
Yeah. Well, there's
Okay.
11 for some reason.
even better.
"Ebony and Ivory" by Paul McCartney
Oh,
and Stevie Wonder.
that's my song that my main man Amory and I always sing. We
Uh,
did Ebony and Ivory for the monitors that we got here for the tooth booth. Shout out to Dr. Funkhauser and Associates in the fantastic tooth booth, big tooth on 2nd Ave, Dr. Hausman and Associates.
So you're telling me you sing it in karaoke?
No. We bought one black monitor and one white monitor. And I
Oh.
said, Ebony and Ivory, bro. He's like, hell yeah. And then I looked at him, I was like, which one? I said, which one do I get to be? And then he just laughed. It was great. And then we made an incredible rap song that you're going to hear soon. Very
"Centerfold."
Da, 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 da. My heart runs cold. See, I always got centerfold and center field mixed up.
I was
Fogarty
getting it
and-
mixed up in my head while you guys were
Yeah.
talking about it. I was like,
Who does centerfold?
The J. Giles.
The Jay Giles
Giles?
Band. Hell yeah.
Giles?
Shout out to Jay Giles Band. Yep. And then Fogarty does center field.
"Don't You Want Me" by the.
Don't you want me, baby?
Oh, I know that one too. Yeah.
Don't you want me as a girl?
Okay,
Who
Jack
sings
and
that one?
The Human League.
Yes.
So that's a good name for a band or a show or
Yeah.
a bunch of
Jack
superheroes.
and
I was going to
Diane.
say super villains. Little ditty about
About
Jack
Jack
and
and
Diane. Yeah, that's a good one. Is that Tom Petty? Who sings that one?
John Cougar.
The Cougs.
Hurts So Good.
Hurt so good. John Cougar again.
Yeah.
That's
Come
a-
on,
yeah.
baby, make it. He had a good year in '82.
Yeah.
That song can fuck
All right.
off too.
Right
if
back
I
to
may.
back, too.
Brando, not a fan.
That one
Why?
can fuck all the way off.
Why?
There are some songs that are just not good, and that's one of them.
Okay. Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
He knows them all.
gonna reach out and grab ya.
Hard to Say I'm Sorry.
I just called to say, or it's hard to say?
Hard to say. So it
I
tells
don't know that one. That's the first one I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Chicago.
Oh, I freaking love Chicago. You know why we love Chicago? Little Nicky. Remember when they're like, if you play it backwards, it was this, and then it goes, oh, I love Chicago. Really funny. I love Little Nicky, man.
They have good pizza,
All
but
right.
they're bad at car bombs in Chicago, right?
That's
Very
it.
dangerous city to take Tylenol in
Hey.
as well. We
Yeah.
learned that today.
One of my favorite lines from that movie. All right, whatever. Just drink it already. When he's got the Mickey that sucks him in, but he doesn't actually do it anyway. Watch Little Nicky. It's a great show. We're gonna do Adam Sandler quotes too.
It's next week.
Good. I'm looking very forward
That's
to that.
exciting.
Yeah. That's it.
That's
Well,
it.
there was 11. Tainted Love.
Well, that's a good one.
See, I hate that.
I like that song.
Dun, 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 dun.
Maybe this
Tainted
says a lot
Love.
about me, but I really like the Marilyn Manson version of the song's music video. Not necessarily the song, but like the video is like
Creepy.
pretty good.
Yeah, way too creepy. Too much creepiness.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just a
like
bunch
him
of goth
anymore.
chicks in a hot tub. Like that's what the
Well,
video.
he
is.
probably
yeah, no,
raped.
that's fine, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other things that are going on that are creepy. Like
Yes.
Marilyn Manson always does creepy videos, and it's like, him and Tool. Tool always creep me out too with the claymation. Hey, my sweet beautiful LB, what do you say we give Frankie the old 1-2 and make our way into the weekend?
You want to see me be unpopular for a second?
Uh-oh.
Is there a
Oh, no.
more overrated band out there than Tool? 'Cause I don't think there is.
Dude,
Maybe
you know,
the Beatles.
You know,
Taylor Swift
Can you
isn't
say
a
that
band;
into
she's
the
a
mic?
media
you guys just angered so many people there.
Yeah.
The Tool, the Beatles, and Taylor
So
Swift.
many genres.
I'll tell you, I am in the same boat. Tool horrifies me. The great Tim Stone, best afternoon host on earth. Check him out on C95. I love that man. He's a big Tool guy.
I like
So he was always getting me into the Tool a little bit. I'm like, I love him, but those claymation videos just ruined me.
Just don't watch the video. Just listen to the CD.
That's fair. Hey, CDs.
Yeah, that's why I said
It
it.
came out in
Well done.
1992.
Yeah, I knew what you were doing. That was really good. Huge thank you to the great LB for more than anything else today, giving us. We got a horn now. The party is here. And what a week it was. John Fast came by. Check out his book, Amazon. Available now. Audio version done inside the Tooth Booth right here. Very, very cool. Thank you to him for stopping by. Brooksy was here a couple times. That was fantastic. We had Uncle Mike, Matt from all the bands on Tuesday. Brando Weed was Twitch streaming all over the place this week. You were filling in. Who else did we have in here? We had
Matt Young?
CTV's Matt Young, of course, every Thursday. So good to see him. And today to you two, thank you so much. The great Kurt Dahl stopping by. Absolutely fantastic seeing him. And looking forward to getting some more Katie and me going on. The studio this week, OK Bloomer is coming in for another round of OK Bloomer, the best Blossom review podcast out there. Yes, that Blossom Big Hat TV show. They review it, and it's so funny. So they'll be here tomorrow. Can't wait to see them. And then we'll be back on Monday, another Female Monday, which is going to be very fun.
Yeah, a happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
To the moms, do not forget Uncle Mike's all natural products. DAM20 promo code. He has literally, like right there, a mom pack for you to save Mother's Day. Head on over or go online, unclemikesnatural.com, and use DAM20 promo code. 20% off that purchase, and you'll save mom. It's
That's
got all
more
the
than the
beautiful
taxes.
stuff. I know, it's crazy.
You can't go
It's such a
wrong.
good deal. So if you're wondering what to get mom, that's it.
Yep.
Anything else from you guys before we call it?
So,
You can buy soap there, but don't eat it.
But you can eat the packing peanuts.
well, I wouldn't recommend it unless you really
Remember,
want to
karma's
support
so very real. Keep doing those good things and they'll start happening to you just like this place. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day!
it. Bye, everybody!